All right, so we got Victor Wembanyama just unlocked a new ability. This is from my guy, Mike Corzemba. Told you, anytime he posts, I'm here with it every time. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. At the time of this recording, we were at 5:13. I also want to apologize. I said I was going to be here daily or every other day. For some reason, YouTube blocked one of my videos, bro. I had a video scheduled for yesterday, got blocked. And it just pissed me off, so I didn't even upload another one. So I would like to apologize. But we're still here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
23rd against the Warriors on the game's very first possession. Victor Wembanyama showed us that he is on a new ability that will change everything.
He can pass.
While this was a seemingly innocent pass, it actually shows us two massive...
Hold on. I got that shit on. I don't got that shit on today. Come on now. Type shit.
One, Wemby has the basketball awareness and IQ to read the floor at a high level.
Wemby throwing lobs is crazy.
He is a willing passer who makes the right play. He could have taken this shot, but just as Nikola Jokić always does, Wemby made the best choice for his team. In this game, Victor would finish with 9 assists, including in the fourth quarter. This lob to Julian Champagnie off the dribble as he would close things out against Golden State.
If Wemby unlocks some Jokić type shit, Jokić takeover?
Several absurd blocks.
Forget about it, bro. Forget about it, bro. Give me another one.
Chris Jackson Davis behind his back. Curry, nowhere to go. Wemby swallowed him.
What'd he say?
Behind his back. Curry, nowhere to go. Wemby swallowed him.
Pause.
Waters driving and Wemby swats it against the backboard.
While on offense again, Victor showed his selflessness as he fed Harrison Barnes for 2 baskets. That cemented a win.
Wembanyama spinning against Draymond. Barnes slips through, scores it.
Oh my God, Wemby.
In the 2025 season so far, Victor has gone from averaging 2.7 assists in his first 12
to
games
6?
to 6 assists per game in his last 6. An
Chris
extremely
Paul
important
effect.
leap as defenses are already sending double or triple teams to stop him, and it's his passing that is making them
Chris
pay,
Paul
as
effect.
well as another ability he has truly unlocked. His shooting, currently in every single zone
Wemby's
in the
been
NBA
bombing.
tracks, from at the rim to the three-point line. Wemby is shooting a better percentage, which has led to his true shooting percentage overall jumping from 56.5% in his rookie season to 59.4% in year 2.
That's crazy.
And as we can see right here on his rookie jump shots, Wemby's feet were sliding. His form was not perfect. Because of this, he was not in perfect control of his body. This led to a lot of inconsistency. But now, after an entire...
I think a Wemby been with Lethal Shooter. I think I've been in the lab with Lethal Shooter.
We not only can see a clearly improved shooting form with Victor's
He understands it now.
But also, we can see results. Wemby is connected on 3.1 threes a game on 9.2 attempts. The most three-point attempts by any center in history, with 2020 Karl Anthony Towns in second by a noticeable margin. The offseason work Victor put in is paying off big time. He just had his first 50-point game of his career, his second triple-double,
many more to
and
come.
is on pace to lead the NBA in blocks per game for a second straight season. And he is also on pace to join a historic list. Only 5 players in NBA history have ever averaged at least 23 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks per game in a single season. All of these players are Hall of Famers in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson,
Makes
Hakeem
sense.
Olajuwon, and Shaquille O'Neal.
One thing is, let's not forget, I'm the one that said Victor Wembanyama will go down to be the best center of all time. I said that.
Is truly
at least top 3.
For the rest of the league,
he gonna be top 3.
The stats we're about to dive into show that Victor Wembanyama is only
he gonna be top 3
of what he will be. If he improves at this rate, his final form will actually be unguardable.
But he said his
Nikola
final
Jokić
form.
has stated time and time again, passing comes easy to him because it's just natural. In any situation, Jokic's brain just wants to make the right basketball play. Wemby has been proving to be cut from the same cloth, as Victor has stated multiple times that awards and stats are nice, I guess, but what really matters is the win. In his final pro game in France, Victor was the MVP of the league. He led his team to the finals.
Love to hear.
But after a finals loss, he literally apologized to the fans for losing. He was disappointed in himself, feeling that he had...
Wemby's cut different.
This level of unselfishness matters a lot when it comes to winning. In his first season in the NBA, Nikola Jokić had 3.9 assists per 36 minutes. In Wemby's first season, he actually averaged more with 4.7 assists per 36 36 minutes, and after a weird start this year where his assists suddenly plummeted as we saw, Wemby is now passing at a higher level recently than we have ever seen from him. The game is slowing down. It's all coming together.
Bro, I'm telling you, if Wemby averages at least like 6 to 8 assists, like prime wise, and like at least 10 rebounds, and then he averages whatever he averages, like 25. That is some crazy stat lines for a 7'5" guy. 7'5", by the way.
36-minute stats. Nikola Jokic's assist numbers skyrocketed from 3.9 in his rookie season.
Man, the Bulls could have. Oh my God, what could have been with the
8.3
Bulls, bro?
With next to no athleticism compared to the average NBA big. Strength of the Knox, though. Jokić became the most dominant player of this current era of NBA basketball, winning 3 MVPs with a championship, as he's also currently the betting favorite to win MVP number 4. Speaking of betting, before we continue, guys,
I was trying to skip.
To remind you that 60% of sales.
I'm sorry, bro. I just can't, bro. Like Mike, bro, you really are pissing me off with the ads, bro. Like, come on.
The difference is
you're doing too much.
Is 7'4". He also moves around the court fluidly, at times demonstrating a true dribble package and off the bounce playmaking ability. There is a current question though lingering over Victor Wembanyama's not ability but shot selection. Should Wemby be playing closer to the basket?
Definitely.
He is certainly out there.
Yes.
And if we're talking about what he should be doing to get a win in this very moment, Nikola Jokić is currently taking a career high 4.3 three-pointers a game this season, which is less than half the attempts Victor is taking. As Jokić has taken 213 shots from within 10 feet and only 69 shots from 3.
Wemby just needs to get in the paint, bro. God, this is like Curry. Who do you think you are? I love you, Wemby, but God, you shot from back. Oh, he's crazy.
166
He's
shots
crazy.
From 3. Old school coaches are probably ripping their hair out.
He's crazy.
Him. To me, though, this is the Spurs allowing Wemby to learn and grow through on-court repetitions. Victor is shooting 72.9% from inside 10 feet and just 33.7% from 3. Even when you account for the difference between 3s and 2s, the math ain't math in there. We've also seen Wemby begin to develop a literal unguardable shot, a fadeaway which at his height, maybe Yao Ming could come back to try to block it, but other than him, not happening. Sometimes on these shots, Victor looks like a giant version of Kevin Durant. Against the Kings, he hit this massive clutch shot from that area.
Who's that on?
Wemby with 2, step back for
that actually was good defense.
Overall, though,
that actually was good defense.
7 of 19 attempts on
I'm not gonna lie.
Year, small sample size,
that was good defense.
He's also shooting just 34.8% on jump shots as a whole, while in the restricted area, he is shooting 81.3%. Is this something to watch out for? Yes. To worry about right.
I just cashed my parlay. If y'all ain't tapping in with me when it comes to parlays, bro, get with me. Get with me. We do this. Get with me.
Now, definitely not. I think the Spurs are letting him develop his overall game to the point where they're sacrificing some easier looks for Wemby now to get him more reps in tougher situations for when the games matter the most. He himself has said he wants to be the best #1 pick of all time. Michael Jordan was notably pick number 3, but I think we can read between the lines there. To become the actual GOAT, though, there is no margin of error. Of course, that will mean taking down Michael Jordan and LeBron James, the 2 undisputed GOATs in the NBA right now. Say what you want about the 90s, but if Jordan was playing today, he'd be developing a high-level three-pointer. I'm trying
to tell you, with MJ's mindset, you don't think he's gonna be shooting crazy threes and making them? With MJ's mindset and not wanting to lose? Oh, MJ's averaging at least like 6 3-point attempts, at least. He's knocking down at least 3 of them.
Before we talk about the actual GOAT race, Wemby does need to become the greatest center of all time first, and that trail leads through no one else other than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. As a prospect, Lou Alcindor, Kareem's original name before he changed it at the age of 24 to embrace and show his Muslim faith, was almost like a mythical legend. This was before the internet, and people only heard tales of Lou Alcindor's greatness. Then, once he reached UCLA, Alcindor was so dominant that the NCAA changed the rules before he had played a college game to not allow players to dunk in an attempt to directly curb.
I'm gonna still say this I don't care. I don't think Kareem doing everything he did back then, bro. I don't think he doing that today, bro. I think Kareem's still gonna go crazy. He's still gonna get his. But the shit he was doing back then, he's not doing right now. He's not. Put a nigga like Wemby on him, that's boxed. Embiid, if he's healthy, that's boxed. My nigga. Maybe I ain't gonna just not Bam Adebayo, but those two I think could stop him. I ain't gonna lie.
Dominant.
And he ain't got no three-point shot.
The Lou Alcindor rule, and thankfully, after no dunks were allowed from 1967 all the way to 1976,
That's
the NCAA
crazy.
did change the rules back. Regardless,
No dunking is
Kareem,
crazy.
as we're going to refer to him from here on out of respect for him, was so dominant that he lost just a single college basketball game in 3 seasons, while also winning 3 NCAA championships and 2 National Player of the Year awards. Kareem then took his talents to the NBA, where he was immediately just as incredible against NBA competition as he was against NCAA competition. In his rookie season, Kareem finished 3rd in the MVP voting. In his second season, he won the MVP and led the Bucks to the NBA championship. I am definitely not saying that Victor Wembanyama will not match Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's greatness. Looking at Kareem's overall achievements, though, this is a tough list to beat. Kareem
Yeah.
was a 19-time All-Star.
One thing about it is I can respect the game in the past, what they've done. Kareem is one of the greatest. Easily.
All-NBA
I'm just saying.
6-time MVP and
Today he ain't
6-time
doing this,
champion.
bro.
He played in 20 NBA seasons.
I'm not clip
was
farming,
MVP
bro.
In his 2nd, 3rd, and 5th seasons, he won the last MVP before the NBA merged with the ABA in 1976, and then won the first MVP post-merger in 1977, while also making the All-Star game at the age of 41. Perhaps more impressive,
That's crazy.
At the age of 38, he finished 5th in MVP voting. It does need to be said, though, that 4 of Kareem's MVPs came before the NBA and ABA merged, which was no small deal. In the 1977 All-Star Game, the first All-Star Game after the merger, 10 of the 24 All-Stars were former ABA players. In the first post-merger finals, 5 of the 10 starters were former ABA players. On top of this, Kareem also has just 2 NBA Finals MVPs out of his 6 titles. As while playing with Magic Johnson, Kareem won the 1985 NBA Finals MVP, but Magic won it in 1980, 1982, and 1987. So if your own teammate was more valuable in the finals, that does count for something when we're talking about the GOAT race. This isn't to poke holes in Kareem's.
I ain't gonna lie, that fucking skyhook shit that he does is fucking crazy, dude. Like, that's actually a crazy ass move. Did he actually create that, or did he just become like the most dominant at it? Because if he created some shit, like if he created that, bro, that's crazy. Like, that move alone is nuts. Like,
just to show that Wemby does have a path to become the best still, even with Kareem's overwhelming success. Wemby also has a bit of an unfair advantage in the Defensive Player of the Year award, as the Defensive Player of the Year was not given out until 1983, when Kareem was already 35 years old. The NBA also did not track blocks until 1974. That was when Kareem was
not
26,
tracking blocks is
between
crazy
the
to me.
ages of 26 and 32, Kareem averaged 3.5 blocks a game, making it very likely he would have been a multiple Defensive Player of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he definitely would have.
And at this
Definitely.
very moment, Wemby is the overwhelming favorite, according to betting odds sites, to win the Defensive Player of the Year.
Nigga should have won that last year. I ain't gonna get started on that. I ain't gonna get started on that.
2025 season so far, when Victor is
because he should have won that shit last year.
Defensive rating of 110.8, which would rank them 7th in the NBA if he played every minute. When he sits, that number goes to 116.1, which would rank them 23rd. A clear difference between a high level.
I'm excited to see Wemby in the All-Star game. That's what I'm ready for.
When he does not. Victor also led the NBA in blocks per game last year as a rookie, and he's doing the same thing in year 2, averaging 3.4 blocks and 1.3 steals, as he is currently 12th in defensive win shares, 6th in defensive box score plus minus, and 5th in defensive rating. The Defensive Player of the Year awards that he probably will rack up will be very nice. What will matter the most, though, when it comes to the
championships,
GOAT race or top center of all time race,
championships,
will be how many titles and MVPs Wemby can win. There is essentially a baseline set here with LeBron James. LeBron has 4 rings,
at least 5.
MVPs. Michael Jordan has 6 rings and 5 MVPs.
Get 5.
And Kareem again has 6 of each. each. There is no margin of error when it comes to being the
Gotta get at
greatest
least
of all
5.
time. At this point, 4 rings and 4 MVPs is the baseline. Apex dominance does matter though. Michael Jordan is known as the GOAT for a lot of people, largely due to his 8-season run where he won 6 championships and may have won more, if not for his 2 seasons playing baseball. He did return for the 95 playoffs, but of course was rusty. Many people consider LeBron their GOAT, as he has made more finals appearances in general, and also holds the all-time NBA scoring record.
It's MJ. I'm not even gonna get into that. It's MJ.
His team won the
MJ's the GOAT, bro.
and showed us that he was the best player in the world by a wide margin in 2016, when LeBron, Kyrie, and the Cavs not only
I want Iguodala still. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still taking Iguodala with that last shot, though.
In the process, LeBron averaged 29.7 points, 11.3 rebounds, 8.9 assists, 2.6 steals, and 2.3 blocks, filling up the stat sheet everywhere he could, showcasing true, utter dominance.
You can't argue with
that type
that.
of apex prime is not something we can currently project. What we can look at is these GOATs' early years. Michael Jordan did not ever miss the playoffs, but he didn't win his first playoff series until his 4th year. That was at the age of 24. LeBron didn't make the playoffs until his 3rd year, then he went on to make the NBA Finals in his 4th. The GOAT race is no joke, and playoff success is a huge part of it. People still refer to LeBron's performance in the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals, when he took down a veteran, former championship-winning Detroit Pistons team at just the age of 22. Victor will turn 21 on January 4th. The Spurs currently are in contention to make the playoffs, and going forward,
Spurs just need to be losing. I ain't gonna lie. Get more pieces around Wemby right now.
Been said by a
Just
lot
worry
of
about
people
getting pieces.
that almost everyone, almost every notable free agent wants to play with Wemby.
That's also true. They don't need to build through the draft. A lot of people just want to play with Wemby, so that's true.
Understandable reasons. That will be great for the Spurs' future title aspirations. For now, let's see if Wemby can mark first playoff appearance off of his NBA checklist. Let's see if he can take...
As an event, make sure you guys like, comment, and motherfucker subscribe. We're out of here.